Alright, so maybe progress on the woodcutter's hut isn't exactly going super fast, but I'm sure any minute now our builders and our stonemasons are going to be able to go ahead. Ah, see? There's a little bit of stone. That's what I like to see. I'm sure that any minute now we're going to be able to get this done, and we're going to be able to go ahead and get the planks we need to be able to have the scavengers go out. Oh, I really hope that happens soon because I'm getting kind of worried since we do actually happen to have quite a few settlements that we're passing, and who knows if there are survivors just waiting for us to go ahead and pluck them up and add them to our new home in our village here on the back of Gurardian, who is our Onbu, slowly but surely moving their way through the world. I love the fact that their heartbeat is like 2 beats per minute and they move in their world very slow, but they cover miles with every few steps. It's really beautiful to watch actually. Ah, especially when the sun rises. I wonder if the sun rises and the sun sets like really early from the back of an Onbu. But alright, so, well, we are continuing to build our little village, my friends, and I'm still pretty excited because we are looking forward to being able to go ahead and do a little bit of exploring, not only with some of the new decorations and everything else that we'll be able to add into our town. I'm trying to figure out, like, spice rack, I guess, would be some of the decorations. Ambulance actually makes me very confused, but I would like to see that. There's even big baskets that we can put out. Employees carry 5 more food. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Is there some way that I could do that with like our stone cutting? Because, oh, and the seawater collector. Oh, I really think that finding the ocean would be very, very special to our villagers. I don't know if they've ever seen the ocean before. I'm gonna say that the people of our little village definitely haven't. And I'm pretty sure that it's just something that our village elders, Marsh and village elder Jack, have only heard rumors of. But maybe as we carry on and we gather more villagers, we might get even more rumors. Oh my gosh, it's really painful to watch as we're like leaving behind these settlements, because there really could be people there who need a home. But I guess, to be fair, we don't exactly have anywhere to put them just yet. We're even missing out on some of the homes that the people we have currently need. And the stonecutters up here and not really getting any attention. The carpenters over here. Oh my goodness. All right, well, you know what? I think we need to go ahead and we need to have maybe more harvesters or more carriers. The builders, maybe less builders. And right now we do have Raincatcher Perry and we do have Raincatcher Desiree, who are working on making sure that everybody who needs water has water. Okay, to be fair, that's pretty important too. And we do kind of need this farm, but we kind of need a lot more stone. So let's see, there's not really a lot to gather over there. Oh wow, okay, there's a lot to gather over here, thankfully. All right, we'll go ahead and set this to like top priority on harvesting. I just imagine that the village elders are like, we desperately need stone for a lot of things. Oh my goodness. And then actually, I feel like we should make another workers post, use it to manage the workers and make them specialized as harvesters, actually. I feel like Jack and Marsh are probably realizing that we really need to go ahead and we need to tell more of the villagers, we need your help in order to go ahead and take care of our Onbu. We'll try building another worker post right here. I'll set it to like lower priority. Well, actually, let's set it to medium priority. Ooh, and actually, we finished our research! See? I'm telling you, Village Elder Marsh and Village Elder Jack are doing their best to guide our small village of, the Garuds is what we'll call ourselves since we are on the back of Garudian. And now we're gonna go ahead and see if we can begin a very important ceremony of being able to go ahead and communicate with the Onbu. So right now, this gigantic, beautiful moving mountain, it has no idea that we're riding on his back. Or her back. Its back? How does the Onbu breed? That's a really good question. I'm thinking of turtles, I'm thinking of the sauropod, dinosaurs. Wow, I'm like following this thought process through. Huh. I don't know how Onbu make other Onbu. Maybe like a rock falls off actually? I imagine maybe they just reproduce on their own and they don't need other Onbu because they could just have like their own clones or huh. All right. See, these are the kinds of things that I imagine that the village elders might gather around and talk about at night. But they're going to go ahead and figure out how we could communicate with Garudian by making a hornblower, which is very important. All right, good. So they're working on that. And now our carpenter is actually idle because there's no extra wood. Oh my goodness. Okay, so how about we don't need, well, we need you as soon as we do have extra wood. Oh my goodness. All right, so that means we need to go ahead and increase the priority again on this stuff right here because we do need the wood, like ASAP. I feel like we need more villagers all of a sudden. All right, and while we're here, I was wondering, we've got the storage, we've got the village, raw resources, refined resources, Onbu food. Aha, decoration. I do want to see what we can do with decoration as time goes on, because I really like the idea that we can go ahead and decorate to mark special occasions, like finding a certain something in resources or in the scattered villages perhaps, or oh, maybe we could celebrate by having like a harvest festival of some kind by like, oh, we have over 300 food, which, you know, once we manage to get the farm, the farm is done! Yes! Oh, do we have somebody coming to the farm? Okay, so we need to go ahead and we need to tell them what to plant. So here's the trick. We can go ahead and we can plant beets right now. And again, as the villagers gather around and they celebrate the fact that there is a new farm, there's also going to be a little bit of knowledge shared about the fact that there's other things out there that we might be able to go ahead and get our hands on. Hail shrooms and rock trumpets, those are new. And so are the farm hands that allows us to have more employees. Oh, and the crop fertilizer. We would need the compost for that. And actually, the compost job is quite interesting because the dung collector would have an extremely important role in our village eventually. Perhaps our people come from farmers, and I wonder like how quickly we go from like, oh, the sacred Onbu to the sacred Onbu has normal animal processes, and then everyone sort of like has a very long pause, and someone's like, well, maybe we could make use of the resource of all that dung. It probably would be like a mountain of dung too. That would be a little bit intimidating. So we need to eventually make a compost heap, and that will allow us to do crop fertilizers. If we run into any areas that become very dry, cactuses are actually great to grow. But if we're able to find places where wheat will be able to go ahead and grow, then we can eventually end up making a bakery, which really, really is how we can support our people. And if we can get our hands on tomatoes and corn, then we're also able to go ahead and we're able to provide them new foods once we get the kitchen built. And there's the pantry. Here's the farm. Let's see. Building upgrades. Oh, fun! So that's how you can see the new building upgrades. And then for the farm, we can plant and harvest just beets right now. So let's actually go ahead and we're gonna just be practical about this. Let's have the beets be up here right next to the water. Like, we're not even gonna play around. I know where the best places are gonna be for this. And I guess we could build a path to kind of get everybody to the pantry and to the farm a little bit faster. But let's go ahead and let everyone do some of the bazillions of little tasks that I have actually already requested of them. Alright, so let's see. In order to build... Oh, the scavenger hut is actually going to take a little while, isn't it? And in the meantime, our farmers are going to be putting down what they can of the beets. The village elders are going to continue researching how they could possibly converse with Garudian. Wow. I forgot how pretty it is when you just like step back and you can just watch your Onbu for a second. And it must be so fascinating because as time passes for these people, things change around them. The world changes. Oh, we're coming up on our very first crossroad. Oh, and because we don't have any way to communicate with our Onbu or any way to build trust with it just yet, we're kind of at the mercy of this wild mountain. It goes wherever it wants to. And in the future, if we have built up a rapport with it, if we have some trust, then we'll be able to tell it which direction to go, which would be very important to make sure that it doesn't wander itself and us into one of the new deserts that have come to just absolutely decimate this world. All right, well, I suppose whilst we're waiting, the village elders will carry on and try to get to know the people of the village a little better. Oh, it looks like all of the wood is actually like cut down. That's a good thing. I hate to say it, but it is a good thing. Let's just be brutal and honest about it and just cut down more of this wood over here, because we're going to need to make sure that we have, we'll just do all of this over here too, because we're going to need to make sure that we have those planks to get our scavenging going. Oh, Brian is idle, eh? Your workplace is at the worker post as a builder. I guess there wouldn't be a lot to build right now, so let's see. General workers carriers. Oh, that's right! So because there's 5 people here, and then we determine what they do. I forgot about that. Let's make them all general workers. That's better. No wonder everything started getting a little bit silly. Oh, and speaking of the people who are the general workers, the backbone of our village, oh, tree top climber Renee, hey! So there's tree top climber Renee. And then we've got, right over here, another one of the villagers who's currently like chipping away at some rocks. So this is actually going to be Butternut, the gaming Butternut. So let's see. Butternut, let's have you be, since you're at the rocks right now, I feel like you are like mountain climber Butternut. And I love the idea that you have already gone ahead and you have, like, you were the first one, like one of the first ones to actually climb up onto the back of the Onbu. I actually think that's quite brave of you, and I could see that happening. So we'll have to remember that about mountain climber Butternut. And then over here, hey, there's Renee. And they've got more friends hanging out down here. I love how we can follow the little workers. And this is actually going to be Darling Anon. Aw, I kind of want to make you into one of the Onbu's like whisperers. So maybe we'll, because Darling Anon, because I just imagine you like leaning over and calling the Onbu darling. So I think we'll have you be an Onbu whisperer and just say that you have a very gentle personality that seems to work very well with animals. And so people think that you will be able to go ahead and help out. The poor Onbu seems unsure about which path to take at the upcoming crossroad. Oh, hang in there, little Onbu. How are we doing over here? Oh, we only have 2 wood planks. Alright, we need a lot more harvesters as well, which means I probably need to encourage everybody. Let's switch from general workers to harvesters real fast. My goodness. And then hopefully we'll get the wood going. People are carrying things around. The Onbu has left behind a mountain of dung that we can't do anything about, but you know, what are you gonna do? And then, yeah, we'll focus, I'm gonna focus on just one scavenger hut for now. We'll wait on the other one. And I think the village elders are like a little concerned. They're eating beets in a very thoughtful manner right now. We have 1 idle villager. I'll add them to the farming. The more food we can get, the better. Woo! And they've finished their research! Hey, and the more food they can get, the better. So let's actually research cactuses. So I love the idea again that maybe everybody is like sitting and having a chit chat about like what to do in the village. And actually, I wonder how we get the decorations. Because now that I think of it, like, I know a lot of decorations have been added, but are they in the research? Like, I wanna add those in quite often. Artistry, learn how to place large decorations. Oh my gosh, oh, it's the landscaping. Ooh. Ah. Okay. Let's actually check. Are we near a desert? Okay, we were uncomfortably close to the mountains. This pink area represents the high alpine mountains where we could get ourselves into quite a bit of trouble. But since we aren't getting into quite a bit of trouble, I guess we have committed to our current research of cactuses because our wise elders are not going to listen to the very excited me. Am I here? You know what? I've never actually put myself in with everybody here. So, oh hey, this person's name literally begins with S. So we're gonna have storyteller chaos goose Seri. And we'll see if I end up making it. That'll be like Seri the first. I guess I could add in my husband. Oh my gosh, their name is literally Cherry. Cherry is the ship name that you guys came up for my husband Chips and I, Chips and Seri, literally years and years and years ago. And so cherries and cheerfulness and cheery happens to be like a theme that we have even in our home now. And I think that's hilarious. So I guess that's gonna be like, I don't know, our we're not gonna have kids. Can it be like our giant dove? Oh my gosh. And I guess I'll make this into my husband. So we're gonna call this, well, beloved Chips might be. He's my beloved, not your beloved. Let's see. Cookie expert Chips. There we go. I have been promised cookies because I had a vampire take a bunch of my vials of blood yesterday for testing at the doctor. And so now that I'm feeling better today and no longer an ice cube and have behaved myself with resting well, I have been promised cookies. I'm looking forward to it. Some of those, the vegan chocolate chip cookies that we make are delicious, but I'm wondering if I want the peanut butter ones instead. Oh, what a conundrum. Also, ooh, we have another person that doesn't have a name over here, and this is actually going to be, let's see. So, Sharky Vovo! Okay, Sharky Vovo. You are standing there with your arms crossed in front of the berries, so I feel like you're berry guard. Like, you protect the berries from being eaten either by too many very eager villagers or by too many birds or other things that might come and try to take it. And we'll swap over. Do we have any? Yeah, we have one idle worker. 2 idle workers. Yeah, we'll get the farm going. Like, why not? I think that that would be a really important thing to do. We still don't have... Should I take people off of gathering stone? 58 stone is a lot. Let's reduce the priority of the rest of the stone and get people to focus on the trees for a hot minute, because we kind of need the trees. Oh my goodness. Oh, and look at everybody coming to eat. Aww. Oh, and we have 2 idle villagers now. Who is idle? Everybody needs to help out. Let's see. Adapt to average amount of resources. Okay, you have. Okay, that's the challenge level we're currently on. Who happens to be idle, huh? I know we need to get a couple more houses for people, but we need more wood first. I could have sworn I could check like idle. Oh wait, no, like there's just 2 employed idle people, and I think that's our water people, or maybe a berry gatherer, or actually it's our poor carpenter. Scout of Lost Books librarian. I know you're like ready to build the scouting tower yourself so that you can go and become a scout of Lost Books. But alas, here we are. All right, people are carrying these rocks. Do I need to like cancel their priority? I might need to do that. There we go. Just so that maybe people will come and work on over here. Meanwhile, the Onbu yawns. The villagers village. Berry nibbler cookie brookie. Wanders forth. Scout of Lost Books librarian wanders out. That's because we need to provide like a kitchen or a pantry where people can get more food and they don't have to haul bunny hunkers all the way from the back of Onbu to get over here. It can be quite exhausting for them. And as soon as we have enough extra wood, I'm really hoping that we'll be able to build another house. Because we have like 2 people who don't have homes. You know what? That does make me feel a little bad. Like, that's kind of rude, you know what I mean? And we promised people a good, safe life here. Oh, the Onbu. Oh, the Onbu sits? Oh, he's tired! 87 sleepiness. Oh, good! And it looks like we're about to hit an Onbu feeding spot. Hey! Well, maybe if he's napping, we'll have a chance to go ahead and pull together some more of our resources and research before we need to start worrying about our Onbu possibly going ahead and taking us to places where we're not prepared for. Into storms, into the desert, across the ocean. I feel like at this point the ocean is still just kind of a myth among our people, though. Onbu. Oh, here we go. Another person we can go ahead and name. Oh, and this is going to be Small Friend. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to be sleeps among the trees, Small Friend. Ah, I can't fit all that. Sleeps among trees, Small Friend. Can I fit that? Yes. That was just something that I came up with because the Onbu is sleeping and there's some trees over here. So I hope you'll forgive me, small friend. All right, let's see. Let me make sure I've marked down which one of our amazing and wonderful patrons who make the whole cookie eating possible for me. I'm gonna mark all of those down so I know that we've gone ahead and we've added you guys into our Onbu adventures. And then I'm gonna pop over and we're going to actually do landscaping. Yes, we could make a kitchen. Yes, we could make a food stand. Yes, we could go ahead and actually, well, do we have a kitchen? Have we researched a kitchen? Ooh, so I can make a food stand for villagers at the, like, remote spots. Ooh, in the warehouse. Okay, well, we'll work on those eventually, but let's go ahead. And I feel like, especially with the Leafy Storyteller Seri kind of kicking up a fuss, we actually have a bunch of villagers who are ready to go ahead. And now that, wow, we've got a lot of people doing their work with our beets right now. Not complaining. Just amused. I didn't expect that many beet farmers. Again, not complaining, just amused. So, like, go for it, you guys. Go to the beat of the— oh no! I'm gonna have to make some sort of terrible beet pun now. It's just required. I'm legally required now. Or like maybe by village law, I'm required to make beet puns all day because I started. You have to start what you finish. Alright, speaking of which, we've got the wood planks going, and now we still need more wood for the stone cutter. Boy, do we have enough trees? Do we have enough people harvesting trees? Okay, well, once again, I hate to cut down the trees, but we need to make sure that we're, like, getting on with being able to keep not only ourselves alive, but also the Onbu. And then, let's see, we're gonna rescue that poor berry bush. There we go. Because although it seems like we're just harvesting for the sake of ourselves, we are actually collecting things for the sake of our villagers as well. Well, okay, that actually meant ourselves. I was trying to say for the sake of the Onbu as well, and I got it a little backwards. That totally was not a Freudian slip. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. We're 100% here to help support the Onbu. Alright, kitchen, you'll be coming eventually. I wonder if we should go ahead and get more water. Let's finish building what we have, and then we'll go ahead and get ourselves some water tanks. Oh, oh, good! And there's actually some construction going on. Thank goodness. Alright, maybe I need some general workers for just a minute. Or builders. Okay, let's actually get the builders going so we can get this stone cutter done. Our poor little worker group. Oh, wait! Woo! Yes! Okay! Wonderful! Oh, this is perfect, because now we can go ahead and we can try to fill— okay, there's not enough workers available. Alright, well, we can probably— whoops. We can probably have a couple less farmers right now because we have a very active farm that's kind of overflowing, to be completely honest. Which means we probably don't need very many berry gatherers right now because the berries are like fully populated. So yeah, let's actually go ahead and we'll let the berries regrow in the berry areas, and we will allow— there we go. Everybody just to kind of have a moment to help out with harvesting. And then also building, and then, yes, and then we'll have our stone cutter who'll be able to come over and start working on the stone as well. Excellent. Oh, good, and the pantry is being built. I'm so proud of these guys. Treetop Renee sleeps among trees, small friend. There's mountain climber Butternut. Aw, I love seeing— there's Cookie Brookie. I love seeing you guys here as our villagers. That just really makes my heart so happy. Yay! We've got it! Look at that! We've got a place to dance to our beats! Or to dance with our beats? Alright, to move to the beat of our own— okay, look. I might need your guys' help on coming up with some better puns. But everything is moving along pretty smoothly. Now we just need to wait for, well, maybe the landscaping, so we can put down some items as ways of celebrating our village, and also just waiting for the resources to be ready for us to be able to send out our scavengers, and for us to be able to go ahead— let's add a couple more. There we go. Less builders, maybe more— whoops, general workers. There we go. And now we'll switch these over to general workers. More stone cutters. And as we begin to piece these pieces together, we will carry on with life in our village and we'll see what fate has in store for the Garudians, who right now seem to be moving to their own beat successfully. But only time will tell what the future has for us, since the path that we're going to go is completely random and changes with each and every Onbu. So I'll see you guys next time. Stay curious, everyone. Bye bye.